We've recently had the joy of delivering a beautiful Najad 391 from Stockholm, Sweden to Chichester, a trip of 1,000 nautical miles. This was for a new owner who had bought the boat blind due to the current COVID-19 restrictions. He was unable to see the boat in person until it arrived in Chichester in early April. We picked the boat up in Slagsta Marina and began our journey by motoring down through the beautiful archipelago to the south of Stockholm towards the Baltic. After spending the first night at anchor near Vaskusviken, we ventured into the Baltic and then into the sound between the mainland and the island of Borgholm. The historic town of Kalmar provided a good place for us to stop for fuel and supplies. Sadly, we didn't have time to explore the town with its castle, but the weather was good and the wind was fair, allowing us to get some sail up and make passage overnight towards the island of Borgholm. We've just come down the east coast of Sweden from Stockholm, and we've come around the bottom of Bornholm Island and heading out towards Kiel. We're motoring at the moment because the wind's against us, what little there is. In fact, there's virtually no wind at all now. But a good trip, really enjoying it. So here's the curry cooking skipper. How's it going, Bob?
It's going well.
We're looking forward to this.
Well, you might want to wait till after you taste it to say that. You might want to look backwards at it.
Okay, we'll reserve judgment. The following day we had a lively sail as we approached the eastern entrance to the Kiel Canal and enjoyed a good night's sleep alongside at Halcyon. The Kiel Canal is about 60 nautical miles long and links the Baltic Sea with the Elbe River, which itself leads into the North Sea. We made our way through the lock and spent the next day traversing the canal. As a leisure boat, we had to keep well over to the side to allow the passage of the frequent and varied commercial ships using this navigation route. also had to dodge the small but speedy car ferries which crossed the canal at a number of points along its length. A good supply of music helped us to while away the time as we watched the German countryside and the wildlife go past. By the evening, we had cleared the lock at the eastern end and turned right to head for Cuxhaven at the northern end of the Elbe, where it meets the North Sea. This was a tricky passage, as it soon grew dark, the tide was running fast, the navigation lights were difficult to find against the shore lights, and there was much shipping on the move. Our passage down the German coast and on to the Netherlands was pleasant and uneventful, but the weather was worsening, and we made the decision to head for the port of Scheveningen, near Den Haag. The forecast was accurate, and we ended up having to shelter there for 4.5 days before we could venture out again. While we were there, we were able to busy ourselves helping with some work on the engine of a tall ship. This engine was basically the same as a U-boat engine, but with 2 less cylinders. It was a joy to meet Bob's daughter, who is a crew member on the tall ship. Eventually we were able to make our way again, heading southeast past Belgium and France to cross the channel at Dover.
So Bob, what do you think of the trip so far?
Well, so far, the trip's been good, the company's been good, the boat's been excellent. Other than our 4 days in Scheveningen, which turned out to be just fine. If you're going to get stuck someplace, that was a good place. Other than that, I think it's going great. Great crew, great boat.
From Dover, we had a superb day motor sailing along the south coast of England to arrive in Chichester Marina, clearing the lock just before midnight. This brought our trip to a successful conclusion, and we were able to hand the boat over to its new owner in the morning.